What's going on, guys? Phil here from Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube with another video for you. So again, this time I'm kind of bringing up a tough subject or a sore spot for a lot of people, and that is going to be sponsorships, and really just the fact that they're not really all that they're cracked up to be. And I'll kind of explain that a little bit. So the thing with sponsorships is they're a lot more work than most people think. They go into it asking some random company on Instagram and they say, bro, sponsor me. And then the company looks at that and sees that there's very little effort put into it, so they put very little effort into their response, and usually that person doesn't get that sponsorship. And it happens all the time to many different companies all over the place. It's not just us, but if you're going to be that guy that's gonna write a sponsorship, think of it more as a partnership, because what companies want, nowadays social media is so absolutely huge that it is important to have influencers on Instagram, to have those YouTube channels that help you guys out, or Facebook pages and things like that. So take that into account and put that in part of your proposal to them. You should have a well-written draft of a proposal so that you can send that over and include what exactly you're going to do for the company and what you expect the company to do for you in return. So most times people are asking for some sort of free product. So let them know, hey, I've got a Facebook page, an Instagram page, a YouTube channel. We get X amount of views. We have this much reach. I interact with this many people on a regular basis. I'm going to all these different shows. And it's important to list those kind of items, and especially shows. Like if you were going to SEMA or Daytona, that's really important. But if you're going to the local Walmart truck meet, that's probably not going to be that great. A big downfall of these sponsorships from a business standpoint is that so many younger people, or even older people, but I feel like it's usually younger people, will want free items because they have a big social media following. But if they don't follow through on their contract or what they're gonna do for you, then it's just not worth it. And there's always the people out there that are like, hey, I'm from a really small town, nobody's heard of you. Me and all my buddies, I would tell all my friends that I got X product from X company. And the thing is, you and your 6 friends are not gonna make a major impact on that company's performance for the year. So you might not get that sponsorship that you're looking for if you're just that guy who goes to the small town events. Now, if you're traveling all over the country, that's a whole nother story. And it's more than just running a decal. Most places aren't going to give you $10,000 of free stuff because you tell them that you're gonna run one decal on your truck. It takes a little more than that. And I guess that kind of brings me to the point of sponsorships aren't all that great, because they really are a lot of work, and you still have to put forth a lot of effort. Rather than putting up the cash up front, you're putting in work that essentially you're not getting paid for. So I've been fortunate enough to get sponsored for a few different things. There's one event that I do every single year that I've had full 100% coverage sponsorships for, and this year I'm still doing the same event, but I didn't even submit a request for a sponsorship, because the last couple times I did it, it was just so much work on my end that I felt like I wasn't even attending the event for fun or just out there, being myself. I had to think about what I was filming, what I was taking pictures of, how I was going to use that content, and how I was going to deliver it back to the company. So just know that they're not all they're cracked up to be. And when it comes to vehicles, that's another really big thing that companies are going to look for. So if you have a 1992 Durango and they don't make very many parts for that, you're not gonna have a good chance of getting sponsored, because you drive a 92 Durango and many other people do not. However, if you have a 2018 Chevy Silverado, there are a ton of products for that. Many people all across the country drive them, and that might be a good candidate for a sponsorship. So keep that in mind. It doesn't mean that if you have an old vehicle, you're not gonna get sponsorships, because there's plenty of people out there that specialize in things for the C10s or C20s or even the K-Series trucks. But know who you're asking. As far as if you want to get a certain product, make sure that they market to similar people who have similar trucks. You can go ahead and submit requests for sponsorships, but make sure you're doing it right, make sure it's very professional. Have a full, at least a page document about what exactly you're providing and where it's going to be, because if you can show your worth to a company, that's how you're gonna get the sponsorships. The regular just sponsor, ? Is probably not going to get you anywhere. So keep that in mind if you're looking for sponsorships. If you need wheel start suspension and you don't want a sponsorship, you just want to pay for them, we definitely have you covered at CustomOffsets.com. It's kind of a joke, sort of, but we do have you covered.